All right, so I have something to talk about. If you don't believe me, unsubscribe. So there's this video game, and it's kind of so there's people and their hands are like, and there's like shooting, and there's like. All right, I'm just gonna cut to the cheese. So, in about 5 days, there is a new Lego Star Wars video game coming out. I, for one, am very excited to play it, but it's also been making me really reflect on my past as a Lego Star Wars fan. You know, as someone who has always loved Lego Star Wars, I've always cherished it, and I don't think there will ever be a time that I don't love it. Like, like, like madly. So it all started, I guess, I mean, I was pretty young, and I guess I had seen Star Wars before, and I quite liked Star Wars, and of course, I have an older brother, and he was into Lego before I was, and which meant I was into Lego because I was the younger brother, and I liked Lego Star Wars. You know, I used to just like play with them, you know. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So I was playing with the Lego Han Solo, you know, how kids play with their toys, you know, just like. And this weird thing happened. I believe it was around 7:43 p.m. And so I was playing with my Lego Han Solo, and you know, just the typical kid playing with his action figures kind of deal, except it was Lego. But you know, it's just the typical like and so I guess it's kind of hard to explain what exactly I felt. You know, I think it must have been his eyes. But I just felt this. It was like gravity just shifted, and you know, suddenly I wasn't on the ground anymore. I was just being pulled towards him. It was just this moment of like a kid playing with his action figures, and it was, you know, the typical like, you know, like. I'm just gonna adjust my pant leg. Just a second. You know, like, I don't know. It was just. And it was just weird because it was like I was just like playing, like it was just like a kid playing with his action figures, like you know, like you know what I mean, like but it was just the way he looked at me. It was just like. I think it was just the way I kind of tilted him in my hand, and I looked, and I just you know, from that moment on, it wasn't the same, because you know, like when a kid plays with his action figures, it's like. See, what you have to understand is like that was the shift, you know, where I went from like, just kind of like, I enjoyed Lego Star Wars toys, but, and then I went from that to like, like Han, So of course I got hooked on the video game, Lego Star Wars, the video game for GameCube. And I was fucking, like, I was pissed because there was no Han. But then Lego Star Wars 2 came out. And then let's speed up this story. Okay, it's it's kind of slow. Whoa, the story's good. The story's too slow. So I start playing Lego Star Wars 2. And the types of video games people play with, there's like action that goes like, so it was like seeing my fantasies just come to life. Fast forward, some time, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga comes out. Now I can safely enjoy the levels from episodes 1, 2, and 3 while knowing that Han Solo is in the game. All right, so fast forward a few years, Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars comes out. Get that garbage out of my face. Where's Han? So fast forward a little bit more time, and Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens is released to the public. And guess who's back? Guess? Han Solo. Lego Han Solo, to be exact. And he's like older, and it made me feel like I grew up with him. Lego Han Solo in 2006 was very young. Lego Han Solo in 2015, very old. Now, in case you didn't know, there is a new Lego Star Wars game coming out in about 6 days. So, let's just say it's like a dream come true. I get to play as young Han Solo, slightly older Han Solo, and much older Han Solo, and potentially like fake Han Solo, hallucinated Han Solo. Any Han Solo works for me. It's just this whole thing with Lego Han Solo that I just, but so the thing is like, look, moral of the story, I love the Lego Star Wars video game franchise. I always have. But on April 5th, 2021, I think I will love it even more. And I'm really excited about that. I've pre-ordered the game. I'm excited to play it. What was this video about again? I don't know. I just love Lego Star Wars. I just love it. Mic drop.